Hello everybody, welcome back to the Sly Cooper Master Thief Sprints guide. Today we are doing Sunset Snake Eyes, and yeah, if you've not seen part 1, there will be a link downstairs for you to go see that. And yeah, so these runs here I'm about to do are not clean, and I said that in my last episode, and you're about to see that here. So rather than climbing over, I recommend you jump over the cards, but I fail right here. So don't do what I did and try and be cocky about it. So I just was like, sod it, and I did it first time. I also want to apologise if there's any background noise because it is a full house today, and my neighbours are quite loud, therefore there may be some background noise in the background. I don't know, that was crap wording, but yeah, so we're finally on Sunset Snake Eyes. This is my favourite Sly 1 hub world. I remember when I was a kid being absolutely obsessed with this because there were dogs in it, and for some reason when I was younger I had this crazy obsession with dogs. I don't know why, like I had dogs growing up. I had one dog, and I've got 4 dogs now, you know, which is a lot of dogs, not by my choice. My mum herself is a massive dog lover, so we have 4 dogs. One of them is only 10 weeks old. If you've actually not gone on my Instagram, I'll actually pop a picture in right here of her. Her name's Dolly, she's so cute. Anyway, that's not what this video is about. So here we are, back with another audioless clip with just background music, which is quite annoying. But I got some pretty positive feedback on my last episode, which I'm super grateful for, and I'm glad to know that it could potentially help somebody, because I know that when I first did these Master Thief sprints I was quite young and there were no YouTube guides out there on how to complete them. So here's me completing this one with 0.3 seconds to spare. The next one is Boneyard Casino. Now I actually messed up with this on the first time, so this is the second time of me recording this, but there is actually a tiny little skip, well not a skip but a little trick that I use. So make sure that you knock that door down first. And of course we are utilising the roll move of using downward slopes. I know that's not particularly a downward slope there, but I just decided to use it. I didn't bother taking out any of the guards there because I found it to be quite a waste of time. I was best just running past them. And then I roll down here, but the very last minute as I step off that little platform, I actually trigger an alarm, which is quite annoying. So down here you just want to take these guys out and go as normal. Usually if you were playing the game normally, you'd just sneak across. But I found that when I last played through the game normally without doing Master Thief sprints, I didn't actually sneak across, I just did what I just done now. Okay, so there's this part. This is a little bit of a pace breaker because of the guard moving his flashlight, but it's fine. And I also triggered an alarm again. I don't know why that kept happening, I was just very off. Like I said in my last video, I recorded all of these in one sitting, and that one sitting was the first time I played the game in 2 years, and I didn't warm up at all. I literally just jumped straight into it, which I don't recommend because it caused me quite a lot of ag. What usually takes about 45 minutes took me an hour and a half, because not particularly on this hub world, but on the Fire in the Sky hub world, so what will be the final part, oh my god, one of them I just kept messing up, and I don't know why. Well, because I sucked and it had been too long since I last played. I didn't take any practice at all, which I totally wish I had done. And it was a bit of a gamble as well, because once I finished recording I didn't even go back and check on my computer if I had recorded everything, and then I just completely like unplugged my PS3 and done it from there, because I did record this on my PS3. I dug it out, it was under my bed, and I also had to dig out my PS2 because I used the PS2 power cable to start my PS3 because my PS3 didn't come with one. Okay, so here's the skip here. So this part can be quite time consuming. I do mess it up, so you want to try and jump on there, but I miss because I'm an idiot. So once you jump on there, which I finally do, you just want to use the roll move just like that, roll over, so much easier. Usually you just have to keep jumping around, but I had 5 seconds to spare. Next is To Tango. It's quite difficult to mess up on this one because you're automatically forced to go fast because you've got Carmelita chasing you. This is one of my favourite hub worlds in the entire game. I just love it. It's got such a Sly Cooper feel to it. Like you're on a rooftop, you're at a casino, like it just all seems so right. So I take out this guard first just in case he causes me any trouble. And then I go back and grab the sprint, if I can actually grab it. There we go. So I recommend using the slow-mo move for this level. I found it to be quite useful for making those jumps a little easier. My voice just cracked. Gross. Yeah, I used the slow-mo move to be a little bit more precise with my jumps. And then you want to jump over there, like that. Just be as quick as possible. And there is another skip that I found. Well, I actually didn't find... Well, no, I don't know. I think I discovered it by accident, and then I saw it on YouTube, which is pretty cool. So just keep going like normal. You see there that I actually didn't land on the ground. I just grabbed straight for the rope, which I recommend you try doing. Just go for it. And we're getting pretty close to the skip. So the skip is pretty difficult to pull off. I pulled it off first time. So most of these runs are me completing it the first time. So you want to jump onto here, just ignore the dog. And then this is where the skip is. So you want to try and jump for the ladder over there. Usually you would jump on that wooden plank down there, but instead I jump and just manage to grab onto the ladder there. And that saves you so much time. And this is actually the first and only hub world in the entire series of, like the series of this playthrough I'm doing, or walkthrough, or whatever, where I actually beat my personal high score. Only by a second, but it's pretty cool. So just smash this and boom. That's that one done. And I actually do beat my high score. There we go. Beat my best time, which is pretty impressive. Okay, the next one is back alley heist. Now, I just about beat this one. I don't like back alley heist. Like, I like the level as it is. I think it's really well designed, but the Master Thief sprint is a pain in the ass. Like, I will not lie. I struggled with this one a lot. Like, when I decided to go back a couple years later and do the Master Thief sprints. So I completely missed the opportunity to just jump on that sign and then jump onto the ladder, but for some reason I didn't. And you can actually make that jump to that one there from the sign, but for some reason I didn't. And then I go to jump on the ladder and realise that's not the correct way to go. So I do make a couple mistakes where I didn't really do my research, like I didn't play through the level first, but I just wanted to get this filmed and done as quick as possible so it didn't take me too much time, because I didn't want to put too much strain on my laptop. But I don't know why I'm concerning about that, because my laptop's very good. It's i5 core processor, so it's pretty powerful for what it is. I could have gotten an i7, but the i7 was just way more expensive, and the i5 was more in my budget. I accidentally tripped my alarm there, well done. But the i5 was way more in my budget, so, and it works perfectly. It runs Premiere Pro perfect, it runs Photoshop perfect, it runs my Elgato software perfect. It's just the perfect laptop for me. And I don't think I'd use all of the power on an i7 processor, so the i5 was definitely the exquisite choice. So here we are, nearing the end of the level. I've not got a lot of time left, and I realised this, and I don't know how I did it with 11 seconds to spare. I think I tried to do a skip. There is actually a skip on those little things I jumped on, but I couldn't remember what it was. And you actually have to jump to mark this. So there you go, there's that one done. And the next one, I believe, is straight to the top. This is another one where I mess up quite majorly, but I managed to fix it and still beat it with literally no time to spare. So it's pretty insane. So we go up here, we take the sprint. And I tried to jump over the fence here, and I remember that you are able to do it, and I do eventually pull it off. But as you can see, I just can't seem to latch on and latch over. But I realise you've got to jump in the far corner. But I did just there, and I couldn't latch on. So I used my initiative very quickly. I was like, oh, I think I can do it from here, and I did. And got over, which is pretty lucky, because that could have just cost me the entire sprint. But thankfully, no major mess-ups on this one. But I do complete it with literally no time left. But like I said, these aren't the cleanest runs going. These are just to show you sort of the tips, tricks and skips I have. But some of them, there are no skips. You just have to be quick. But this is just me showing you how I did it. So you don't have a lot of time to beat this one. I'm sure it was like, what, a minute? Which is no time at all. So I was being very quick because I literally had like 23 seconds. And was panicking because I was like, oh, I'm not going to beat it. I don't know how I beat this with 13 seconds to spare. I think I got very lucky with like a glitch or a skip. See that little skip? I was about to say there's no skip in this one, but that little one there I guess is a skip because you have to do a little bit more climbing in the original playthrough, and I just kind of found that and was like, oh, that'll be useful in a Master Thief sprint. So I want to jump on top of this wrecking ball here, and it breaks the G. And that's pretty much it for that entire hub world, actually. And that's Sunset Snake Eyes done in just 2 seconds. And I just beat it. There we go. So I hope this helped you. If it did, just let me know down in the comments. And if you guys, again, have any additional tricks or tips that you think might help somebody else, then just put them down in the comments. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching, and I will catch you in my next video. Goodbye, take care, stay safe, and stay sly.